Hello my angels, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna walk you guys through, or you're gonna come with me while I declutter my makeup. I have so much stuff, and through all the Marie Kondo watching that I had done, I just wanting to purge everything. I used to collect makeup for years and years and years, both for myself, some was also for clients because I do makeup on my clients as well. And I've passed that time. My client kit is set and ready when I need it, and I don't do that quite as often as I used to, but I definitely don't collect makeup myself anymore. I know what I like. I know that I am not the person to bust out some crazy, you know, makeup on my eye during the day, or like very rarely. And for me, like, I don't think most people would consider it crazy. I'm not creative like Manny MUA or Jeffree Star or Nikki Tutorials or anything like that. So I definitely do not need the makeup that I have currently. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a declutter together because I have a lot to go through, and I really want to pare it down to things that I know I'm going to use. You guys would have seen from my vision board, which is up there, I have these drawers here. Excuse the mess, by the way. I have these Alex drawers here from IKEA. I have 3 drawers that are filled to the brim with makeup. One is lipstick here, which we are going to go through. Got another here that's filled with like random stuff. This one's actually not too bad drawer wise. We're gonna go through that. And then I have another one here that's filled with like lashes, palettes, like hairspray apparently. Like, I've got a ton of stuff back here. Also going to tackle this beast. Again, sorry for the mess guys, but like the brushes, I've got so much makeup in these drawers. I mean, look. Wow, there's just like palettes on palettes and like lipstick, a ton of like lipstick liners. And then I've got some more in here. Like, it is just messy and chock full. And I've also got an acrylic makeup holder that is dirty, that I'm also needing to declutter. Needless to say, I definitely have my work cut out for me, but I've been finding the purging process recently very therapeutic. I may even start paring down my closet a little bit more. I'll never be a capsule wardrobe gal, but yeah, there's definitely things that I think I could even go further with in terms of my closet, but that's not what it's about today. We're gonna focus on the makeup. So I'm gonna start off with the drawers first. Just grab this basket as well. This is what I'm gonna put all the makeup in, excuse me, that I'm going to purge. And then of course, this little one's gonna help me. Hey honey, you gonna help mommy? Yeah, I'm gonna help mommy. Let's tackle drawer number 1, which is this sort of random drawer. There's not too much going on in here. So first off, we have these, which I believe are glitter glues from NYX. Oh, glitter primer. I don't know that I need stuff like this. Honestly, I don't put glitter on my lids, or very rarely. This is gonna go, but because it's obviously brand new, I'm gonna put this aside for donation. And I believe that's the same. Yeah, these are the same. So both of these can go up here for that. I believe those were PR gifted. This is Max Mixing Medium. Again, it's super rare that I will use this. However, I am gonna hold on to this only because in my kit to the one I have currently, it's almost out. So I'm going to hold on to this in case I need it for any client makeup. I envy this, by the way, because you guys ask so often, is what I use to make my lashes so much longer. Now here's also some new goodies. I have, or sorry, I say new, but just that in that I haven't used them. So this is all glitters or loose glitters or pigments from NYX. So this is something we're gonna put in the donate pile. Again, client kit that I don't use anymore, and I imagine, oh no, not quite expired. Is this one expired? Where's the expiry date? I can't find it on this one. I would imagine it's pretty close to expired, and I believe these probably have been used. So I'm going to put these in the basket. These acrylic pieces here, I just picked up from a storage solution store. I am going to hold on to these, even if they don't get used for makeup, which we'll see depending on what I'm left with. You can always find different purposes for these, even if I store jewelry or accessories, something like that in here. I know I will have use for that, so I'm going to keep those in here. These are just, again, some random kind of lipsticks. The Bite lipsticks in here I use all the time. All of these I'm not getting rid of. I really love Bite Beauty. These ones here are from Lime Crime. These are like really old school. I would imagine they're probably expired. I can't imagine that they wouldn't be. But these are definitely going to go. I've definitely used these and had done a video for them, but they have to be expired by now, and I'm not in love with the formula. I can't honestly remember the last time I reached for these lipsticks. So these Unicorn Babes, even though they don't make them anymore, like how cute is the packaging? Oh, kind of breaks my heart, but we're gonna get rid of these. And then these lipsticks here, these are Wet n Wild's long lasting lipsticks. I actually really love these. But they're super old and grungy. Like I can see that that one's got like a film on it now because it's so old. So this is definitely being purged. This color I'm going to keep. This is one of my favorite colors, Roman Holiday. I love Audrey Hepburn. And that was why, honestly, I picked up the lipstick, aside from the fact that it's pink, but I do wear this one quite frequently. So here's the Charlotte Tilbury colors. I actually forgot what they were. It's been such a long time since I've used them, but I do love that these are like the warmer nudes, like nudie browns. I'm totally keeping these, and I actually did end up going back through the Bite Beauty ones. I just swatched a few on my hand just to make sure I was loving them. The only one I wasn't keen on was this purple, like the darker purple close to the top there. So that's the only lipstick I ended up taking out just because I honestly never grabbed for it anymore. As this one's gonna be painful for me, like really painful. Oh, here we go. Look how satisfying that is. I am such an organization freak. Now you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but most of these lipsticks I actually use. The exception is these purples, which is what I have my eye on to purge, just because I used to wear a lot of purple lipstick and honestly I just haven't done it in a very long time. So I know it's time for some of these to go. And then some of the really bright ones like the orange, or sorry, like the yellow and blue back there, I'm also going to pull out. In case you guys are wondering, these tops, honestly, I find to be the best thing ever for MAC lipsticks. I can't remember the website that I got them from off the top of my head, but I find them so convenient because you can see the lipstick through the top, because obviously MAC's lids are black, and I don't like leaving them upside down because I can't remember what the names are. So this to me is much more conducive for helping you find whatever lipstick shade you're looking for that day. Oh my god, I'm so sad to be getting rid of these, but honestly my rule of thumb is to ask myself whether I would wear them again currently right now, and if the answer is no, then off she goes. Because I'm gonna find this challenging. I may have to swatch a couple just to see how I'm feeling, only because like I said, I don't know that like they're so pretty. Like this one, they're really dark purple, but I know I'm not gonna wear it. I won't wear it. I won't wear it. It's going. It's going, it's going. I won't end up wearing it. And like this one, I remember when I bought it, it was this like metallic lipstick. Like how friggin' pretty is that? I absolutely love it, but I know I'm not gonna wear it. I know myself, I know myself. You guys are probably like cringing because I'm gonna end up getting rid of so much stuff. It's just not worth it. Like, why keep stuff you're not gonna use, you know? That's so nice. Oh no, some of these are appealing to me too much. Okay, no, that's gonna go. Lured In. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but that color there, isn't that not so pretty? Oh, I love that. But like, again, I don't know that I'll wear that, you know what I mean? All right, this is all that made the cut from all those purple lipsticks. Oh God. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these out. And I'm gonna pull these babies forward and go through the next batch. I love pink lipsticks. Oh, aren't they pretty? Out of the Viva Glance, I'm gonna keep the Nicki Minaj color just because it's a nice warm hot pink. So this one's gonna stay, but this one that was a part of the Miley Cyrus collab, I'm going to be tossing. Okay, here's the next batch of pinks. It's all like hot bluey based pinks. Woo! Bye guys. So these are all that made the cut for the pink. So again, a little bit on the warmer base side. I have a couple that are a little bit cooler, but I really like them. I know they all kind of look the same, but I really do love them. So that's what I'm holding on to, but look at all the empty spots. Okay, so this row here is basically all funky lipsticks. It's like blacks, whites, metallics, literally things I'll never wear again. So I'm basically gonna end up pitching this entire row, exception of this love bug that's called Flamingo. Super cute, love the coral color, so that's gonna stay in here. But all of these are like, I've got one black lipstick, is it this one? Yeah, in my fashion. It's super pretty. The thing is I've got a black lipstick from Lip Sense now that I would prefer, because black, I mean, if it smudges everywhere, it looks like absolute garbage. So I'd rather have the Lip Sense version and know that it's not going anywhere. So all of this stuff, we're gonna purge. So here we go. Oh my God, guys! There she goes. Some of these are like corally red, some of them are a little bit darker. I've actually been finding that I don't gravitate towards red as often as I used to. I'm definitely gonna hold on to some of these like peachy colors here on the side. I know they're not red, but I put them in here just because I ran out of room, I believe. So these ones here I'm gonna hold on to. But this section I actually think I'm gonna toss, only because, again, like the black lipstick, I have been preferring to wear red in either a matte, a liquid lip, or in the Lip Sense version, just because I don't want it to slide all over the place. And honestly, I can't remember the last time I touched any of these colors. Now, as for my nudes, this is a soft spot for me because I wear nude lipsticks all the time, like all the time, guys. So the only ones I'm gonna get rid of are anything that's like more of a brown and a little bit more on the cooler base side, just because, as I mentioned, I tend to only wear warm base stuff now. Oh my God, how many of you have this color? Half and Half by MAC. Oh, it's my jam. This one's so staying. It's an old time long love affair, this one. Look at my hand from all the swatches. Oh my gosh. Oh, and look at all that's left. This is it for that drawer, guys. Can you believe it? This is all that made it. I have to say, it's a bit, I feel a bit like shocked, but I'm happy with what's left. Like, I will actually use these. Like, I would wear all of these lipsticks. Okay, next drawer, dun 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 dun, are these babies. Now, a lot of these are false lashes that I had used for like client makeup and whatnot. This is a brand I found online, and back even when I used to wear false lashes, which we're going like 3 years back now, this is what I was wearing for a very, very long time. Number 42. I just love the look of these lashes. They're so pretty. But I don't use these anymore. These ones I'm going to put aside. I'm gonna put them up here just because I use a different lash for my clients as well now. And yeah, I don't need these anymore. So these ones I will donate. Okay, now for what's left, I've got some palettes here with just some extra shadows. Again, these are things that I will never literally use again. So this is going to go. Here's another one. Yeah, like I'll never use these colors. So that's why they all got put in here, because they were ones that I wasn't using very often anymore. This is an extra blush from Makeup Forever. I love their blushes, but I have a ton right now, so I'm going to put this aside in case someone would like it. These I am definitely holding on to. This is something newer that Makeup Forever had come out with, and they call it their Artist Color Pencils. Look at these, guys. Oh! But these can be used for either eyeliner or as a lip pencil, or you can kind of do whatever you want with them, but I love the array of color. So these ones I'm definitely gonna hold on to. Oh, Laura Pro Kit. Actually, I might need this for an upcoming trip. I love this because it's got, you can see it's been used before. I've never used the little brush it comes with, but it's a good little travel kit. So it has the shadows first that you can use for your eye, and then it unpacks, oops, on the other side as well. Again, it's hard to do with one hand. We've got like some little blushes and a bronzer. Definitely gonna hold on to that, because actually I could bring this. I'm going on a trip at the end of this week, and I need some product to come with me, so this is gonna come. Okay, next up is another palette. This one's by Too Faced. It's like, this is their Macaron Palette. Honestly, I have never used this outside of swatches, so it's gonna go. Too Faced palette here. This one actually came in one of their holiday collections, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like this. And again, it's not colors that I would use anymore anyway. I'm not even sure why I hung on to it. I know I did use it for like a small period of time. I mean, it doesn't blend that badly, but I've got stuff that's similar to this, honestly. So we're just gonna say goodbye. This one might be a little bit hard to get rid of. This is the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette, because like look how pretty this is, which is what I was drawn to it for. Not enough to justify it. See, stuff like this is so hard because in the back of my mind, my brain's like, oh, but you could do bright colors or whatever on your eye. You could totally start wearing them now. But honestly, I know myself well enough, I'm not gonna do it. As much as I love it and as much as I'm drawn to color, like you guys know I love my color, I won't use it. So, oh, this one's gonna have to go. Okay, next up are some like really mini palettes from MAC. I actually really love these things, but I definitely don't use all of them. So there will be some that I'm gonna get rid of. One that I'm gonna keep because I've used it for years and loved it for years. I'm actually surprised I didn't hit pan on it because I used it for so long, is this quad from MAC, which I don't know if it will pick up properly. But I really loved this quad. I must have used it every day for months and months and months on end. Another piece of makeup I'm gonna keep is this melt, I don't know what you call it, there's like eyeshadow pucks, if you will. They're magnetized, so you can take them off. So one's got a mirror on it, and then each one has a different shadow. It's like stacked shadows, but they're all magnetized, so I love the storing capacity of them. And actually this one I just purely forgot about, but I love all the, whoops. Let me see if I can show them all at once. I love the chocolatey kind of story. I don't know if I can show this properly. Chocolatey kind of color story in this. I can't hold it out properly, but it's super pretty. And Melt's eyeshadows, honestly, are gorgeous. If you've never tried them before, they're so nice. So I'm holding on to this one for sure. Okay, so in this drawer, dun dun dun. There is more lipsticks, more palettes. Oh my God, let's go through it. So the first thing we're gonna tackle are some of these lipsticks. Now I collect the YSL Rouge Volupte lipsticks. They're my absolute fave. I love all the colors, so these are all gonna be ones that stick around, which I've got in that little pile over there, if you guys can see. So I'm gonna put these aside just because those will be used for later. Now in here, I have some MAC lipsticks that I know I haven't worn these in ages, so these are gonna be ones I'm going to purge. And I have some Sigma lipsticks here as well that I was loving. This one I still really love and use. It's called Nancy. It's just a really pretty, like corally kind of pink almost. It's very, very pretty, so I'm gonna hold on to this one. This one in spades I've loved and used, but not really my color. I don't use it anymore, so I'm gonna toss this one. In my vision board videos, so many of you were asking what lipstick I was wearing. You were saying that you loved it so much. Oops, I can't get this lid off. It was this color by Charlotte Tilbury, and it's called Hot Emily, and it's just beautiful. Oh my God, I love that color. Okay, moving along, I've got another color from Too Faced that is called Marshmallow Bunny. And this one I do believe I use quite frequently. Yeah, it's like this warm kind of bubblegummy pink. I'm a lover of pink lipsticks, so this one will definitely stay. This one by Too Faced will go. I haven't worn this in ages. It's called Razzle Dazzle Rose. It's kind of like purpley like the top there. Not a fan. We're gonna get rid of that one. I've got one here that I honestly don't even know why the hell I bought it to begin with. It's called Unicorn Tears. So here's the color Unicorn Tears. Like, who did I think I was and where did I think I was going to wear this? So stupid. I don't know why I picked that up. This one is definitely going. Here's another Wet n Wild. Again, I haven't used these in such a long time, but they're great if you're looking for some nice lipsticks on a budget. This is Pretty Persimmon. Again, just haven't used it in a while, so I'm going to toss that one because I don't need to keep it around. This is a favorite of mine that you guys often ask about. This is Naked Dolly by Too Faced. We're going to hold on to that. This is actually a lip chap and coral like lipstick all in one by Terry. Going to hold on to that. This is one of my favorite colors by MAC. It's called Little Buddha. Going to hold on to that beauty. This is the Obsessed color by Pat McGrath. Oh my God, check this out, guys. It is such a beautiful red. Oh, So good. It's such a luxe package, like packaging too. Definitely holding on to that. I love this color. This is a Chanel lipstick that I haven't worn in ages. This is number 93. It's a really cool tone lipstick, so I'm gonna pitch this one. It's a liquid lip from Makeup Forever that I used quite a few times, but I'm not really wearing a lot of liquid lips these days, so I'm gonna get rid of that. These ones were from the Mariah Carey collection. I love them. They're just two basic nude lipsticks that I love, so I'm gonna put those in there. And then I have this really cute kind of like purpley pink lipstick from Tom Ford that I bought when I was in Montreal actually with Paula. I love that color. Is that not so pretty? Super cute, so I'm gonna hold on to that one. I'm pretty sure this drawer I do use most of these. Soft Glam by Anastasia Beverly Hills. You guys know I absolutely love this palette. This one's definitely staying, use it almost every day. Modern Renaissance as well, love it, use it all the time. This actually should be my client kit. This is a concealer palette by Vizart. I've also got this huge Vizart kit or palette. This is their Grand Pro Volume 1. Obsessed with this, love it, use it all the time for myself. The Sigma Warm Neutrals 2 palette. I liked this palette, but ended up not being as impressed with it as I wanted to be, so I'm actually gonna pitch this one. Oh, beautiful, guys, whoops. This is the Desert Rose, I believe. Oh, Desert Dusk. How pretty is that? Love it. Use this palette. Holding on to this palette. That palette, guys. Oh my god. It doesn't look well loved, but it has been well loved. I absolutely love that. Palettes I really love and adore. You guys know that I've done a review on the Blood Sugar kit or had brought it up in a favorites video. Obsessed with this palette. It's not going anywhere. Same with Jeffree Star's Thirsty palette. Honestly, this palette is phenomenal. I don't know if it's still available, but the color story in here is amazing, and the pigments on this palette, oh my god, amazing. And then this is the only other Natasha Denona palette that I've got. Her Safari palette, for those of you that have not seen it. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, I love this palette. So pretty. Okay, next up, guys, I've got some powder from Nars. This is Beach. This is one I used to self-tan. I don't self-tan anymore. Bye-bye. This actually was a product from Too Faced. It was their primer. It was supposed to be like a powder primer. I was incredibly disappointed with this product. I will not be purchasing that again. Mineralized powder, love that. Gonna hold on to it. This is some of their Studio Fix. I've got it in NC 10 and 15. I'm gonna hold on to those. And their blot press powder, also love that. That can stay. This is one of their highlighters that I'm gonna pitch only because there's other ones that I always grab for first and I just don't need the extra clutter. This is Lightscapade. It's really pretty, it's just I don't really use it anymore, so bye-bye. And again, I've got some other pressed powders back here that I used when I was self-tanned or self-tanning a lot more, and I just haven't been, so these are gonna go. Liners. I know there's a lot in here, but honestly, I do use all of them. So I'm not gonna purge anything in here just because I do make use of them. I do know that. So we're just gonna leave these as is. Again, these are just, it's just a storage, like a little box from a storage solution store. So I'm gonna put that up here. And then again, we had done this with the last one, but look at all these Lime Crime lipsticks, guys. Oh, I used to love all of these, but honestly, it's time. They need to go. I don't use them anymore. They have to be expired. Like, these are years and years old. They're such fun colors, but it's time. It's time. Oh my gosh. Bye, guys. We've got this one. This is all palettes in here. Now, I had gone through this before, but I'm gonna whittle it down again if I can and just see what we can get rid of. Okay, so number one, Jaclyn Hill. Oh my god, this palette's so dirty. I love and use this thing like all the time. This is not going anywhere. Love this palette. I would definitely purchase that again in a heartbeat. This Moon Dust palette by Urban Decay, honestly, I really don't use it anymore. I was using it for just these two colors because they're so stinking pretty. I don't know if that's gonna show up. Yeah, look at that. Like, they're so gorgeous. But I don't need to keep it for two colors, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is also one of my favorite palettes by, it was the Chloe Morello with Ciate collaboration. I had done a review on this palette, but look at that. Oh, it's got everything you could possibly need. I think I even told myself back then, like, this will be the last palette I buy. Har. I'm gonna hold on to it for now, but I have a feeling I might end up tossing that later on. My favorite palette's Too Faced Just Peachy. That is definitely staying. I'm obsessed with that palette. This one is one that will probably go, the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics. The same goes for the regular Basics kit. Like, honestly, guys, I just never reach for this little love, so she's gonna go. Also picked up the Naked Heat. Loved this for a minute as well, and it ended up being, I don't know. Don't want to hold on to her. I really love this palette though. Love it, but I'm gonna say no. Okay, so next I have this Venus 2 palette, which is this one here. I've used it a few times, but honestly, not enough that I want to keep it. So I'm gonna toss this one. Although if you guys haven't tried the Lime Crime eyeshadow palettes, they are awesome. Now I have two other palettes by Lime Crime. This one is Venus 3. I do love these colors. How pretty is that, guys? Oh, those foiled shadows there are amazing. I really, really like them. And this one's had a lot of love. This was a favorite of mine for ages. I love the colors in here. The color story is beautiful. I will definitely be using this again in future. This is a great everyday like palette. This was a collaboration done with MAC and Brooke Shields. I love this palette. This is actually a great travel palette too. I'm gonna be holding on to this one for sure. This one's had a lot of love over the years. And then this one is one by Lorac. This is their gold palette. And I thought I was honestly going to use it all the time, and I never, ever use it, which is crazy. I mean, you can see I've barely touched this palette. Another one that I'm gonna toss is the Kat Von D Pastel Goth. As much as I love this one, I'm keeping not only the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I've got the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette, and I've got the Natasha Denona that definitely has these shades, so I don't feel like I need a duplicate of them. And yes, I realize that me saying I don't need duplicates in pastel shadows is kind of silly, because I'm keeping duplicates of the neutral shadows, but we're gonna ignore that for now. Guys, here's a major weakness of mine. So Lorac, I really love their shadows. It's a company I go back to over and over again for shadows. I love this one. This was my first love affair with them, the Lorac Pro Kit. I used it on clients for the longest time. I used it on myself. It's just such a great kit. So if any of you are looking for a great starter eyeshadow palette, this is amazing. Honestly, I love it so much. Okay, so here's the new layout. Looking much better. I know I didn't purge a ton here, but this is honestly way cleaner, and I'm happy with the stuff that I've got left. I may end up whittling down some more, I'm sure, in future, but for now this feels really good. First of all, I'm getting rid of this. This is the Infallible foundation from L'Oreal I used when I was self-tanning. I don't do that anymore, so this is going. Okay, moving on up here, I've got some brow products from MAC and Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now that my brows are microbladed, I definitely don't need any of this stuff, so this is all going, baby girl. I don't need it anymore for that. These are extra eyeliners. Honestly, I never use this stuff, so most of this is gonna go. Okay, moving downward, we've got all these liquid lips. For most part, I do actually use all of these. I might have to take out the ones I used first. Okay, so I use those. These Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lips, I used to use all the time, but honestly, they're more of a cool base, and I really am not a fan of liquid lips recently. So I'm gonna get rid of these. Now the Kylie glosses, I don't like anymore. So I'm going to get rid of those. I just never use them. Same with this Anastasia Beverly Hills gloss. I never use that anymore. Here's another, whoops, liquid lip by Kylie. I won't use that, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Same with this other Kat Von D. It's just very cool based. So these babes are all going. These Lip Sense lipsticks, this is the black and reds I was telling you guys about that I wear. I'm gonna hold on to these because I really, really love these for nights out when I don't want my lipstick to move. Okay, this next drawer is filled with blushes. Now this is gonna be an easy pass for me just because I'm pretty particular about my blushes these days, and I tend to use the same ones over and over again. So I'm gonna keep this Stila lip and cheek convertible color. I'm gonna keep this Travel Too Faced coral shade, and I'm also going to keep this like sheer like shimmery pink blush. I just absolutely love this by MAC. It's so pretty. And I'm gonna keep this creamy Makeup Forever one. It's like a darker coral in here. And the rest we are going to say goodbye to. Pull all that out. There we go. I feel bad that there's so much wasted makeup going in the garbage, but at the same time, this is so satisfying. So satisfying. Next drawer, we got concealer. Oh, and a couple of extra like travel bottles of my Scandinavia primer and setting spray. So these are staying. Now, for these concealers, I'm going to be holding on to these two just because I end up using these two concealers when I get a little bit darker in the summertime. Not that I get dark, but those are my like summer concealer colors, so those are gonna stay. This is old, it's gonna go. I'm almost done this one. I do use this concealer as well, the Pro Longwear concealer. It's a long-term love of mine, so I'm also gonna hold on to that because I have been using it every day just because I want to finish the bottle. The Tarte Shape Tape, I actually kind of forgot about them when I started using this one. I'm gonna keep them just to finish them off. So I'm gonna hold them down here, but I'm gonna get rid of these two because it's again fake tan colors, which I don't do anymore, so these are gonna go. And then I've got some really old concealer palettes from MAC. I'm sure they're expired by now, but honestly with the use of these bad boys, I've never reached for this, so I'm gonna pitch these. Time clearly was my favorite liquid lip brand, but again, they're all like more or less cool tones, and again, like I said, I'm not wearing liquid lips anymore. It's so rare just because my lips are too textured. Yeah, like they're such gorgeous colors. I've worn all of them, even the blues. Love them. But again, I just don't use them the same way anymore. So I'm actually gonna pitch these because they're like a good few years old. Yeah, and they don't do anything for me. So we're gonna take these babies. Look how full this is getting, guys. Oh my God. Oh, I scared Jasmine.
Honey, it's okay, Buffa. It's okay. Is Mommy making a noise? Is Mommy making a noise?
And then the very last one is this. This is sort of like my powder slash highlight drawer. Yeah, I've got a very mixed bag. This one I'm definitely keeping, the Anastasia Moonchild palette. I've used this one so much. The Jaclyn Hill with Becca collaboration, if I'm not mistaken, I actually think this one broke. I don't know why I'm still holding on to it. This was the Anastasia Cream Contour palette. Again, never use this. I prefer the Smashbox sticks, so we're gonna get rid of this. That I used more when I was self-tanned. This is the Park Avenue Princess. It's really pretty, but honestly, wrong coloring for my skin right now. When I'm fake tanned, it looks great, but with me just rocking my natural coloring, this is too muddy for me, so I'm gonna toss this. The Hula Light by Benefit, love that, that will stay. The Hula Bronzer is too dark for me, so I'm going to be tossing this one. This highlight, clearly too dark for me. It's a Becca one. I actually use this as a shadow to put on my lids. It's so pretty, but I use it more when I'm making like bronzy summer looks. So I'm holding on to this just because I love it so much. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Oh my God. So pretty. This is totally staying. Well, I have a Becca thing happening here. And then this is my absolute favorite bronzer. It's what I use every single day right now. It's the Annabelle Biggie bronzer. It's just a drugstore buy. It's had a lot of love, so the casing falls off all the time. But I use this religiously. One that will be going is the Shade and Light Kit. Oh my God, I used this for so long. But again, I just don't really use it anymore. It's a mixture of like a soft highlight, some blushes, an under eye highlight and bronzer, or like contour if you will. But it's nice and light for my skin tone. Actually, if I'm quite honest, I could do probably with just this for like the blushes and everything else. I love this palette, definitely holding on to it. It's so good. Okay, so I just finished tidying and putting everything back in order, and it feels so different, but good different. I like that there's a lot less. I know that what's there, I'm going to use it. And yeah, I feel bad about the amount of money I wasted and what I'm dumping because it is very wasteful. But going forward, I know that I'm gonna be making smarter purchases. It was part of my 2019 goals to buy less but get better quality in things, or just make sure that what I'm buying I'm actually consuming and using in all facets of my life. But makeup definitely I will be approaching very, very differently going forward. So let's have a look at what's left. Okay guys, look at this little stack. It was bursting full before. And look at it now. There's just like a few things here and there. Some of my glosses that I showed you guys, my very few blushes left. Like, look how empty this looks. My few concealers. Nothing in that one. A few like bronzers and stuff. My makeup kit, which you guys know is my everyday. And then my palettes are all arranged in there now. And on this side, all I kept was the few palettes, and then I've got the highlights there now with the few powders left, the lip liners, and then there I put the Makeup Forever convertible lip liners that can be used on either the eye, yeah, they can be used on either the eye or your lips. But this is like pretty bare in here now. And for the drawers, I just stacked the empty like lip containers. Look at that, is that not crazy? In here. Then I put all the lip colors, all of them that I own in here. So this is every single lipstick I own left here, but these are all the ones that I use. So clearly I have a ton. So unless I get through these, I don't plan on buying any more unless it's a color I'm using religiously and I need to just restock on it. But I think I'm gonna be good for the next little while, and you guys can help keep me accountable if you want. But yeah, I'm very happy with what's left. There's still a ton. Obviously, this could be a lot for someone. It's still a lot even for me just looking at it. So yeah, I'm very happy. Oh my God, here's the aftermath. Guys, I filled an entire basket. Like, whoa. Look at all of this junk. Oh my God. And then these are the few things left that I can actually donate because they weren't used. So I've got the Morphe palette I was talking about, the few like false lashes, the blush, the loose pigment. So all these will be donated to either friends, or I'll drop them off at the local women's shelter. Anyway, my angels, thank you so much for joining with me on this video. I hope you had some fun traveling along with me while I went through this makeup and beauty declutter and slight organization. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Like I said, I just want to consume less. I want to start fresh and, you know, only keep products in my hands that I'm actually using at the time. So I actually feel really good about purging all of this stuff, even though to look at it in a basket is a little bit overwhelming, or at least it feels a little bit overwhelming for me. But hopefully it gives you some inspiration so that if you are either as bad as me, maybe worse, or maybe you're not quite as extreme as I am and you feel like maybe you need to take the next step and start decluttering some of your stuff, hopefully this gave you a little bit of inspiration. And other than that, my angels, I love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you again later this week for another video. Mwah. Bye guys.